As I just mentioned, the Canadian dollar is sitting at about 74 cents American, but there are fears that it will continue to dip into the new year. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver joining us with those details. Tyler.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia. We have a new investor's note out from Desjardins that predicts that the loonie, by the end of the year, it's going to go from that 74-cent mark that you just mentioned down to 73 cents. But that's not the big deal here, because the Federal Reserve down in the United States, they've been signaling for a long time that they are going to hike interest rates by the end of the year, which would, of course, create more investment in the U.S. economy, get that greenback going up even further. But towards the end of 2017, the same economists say that the Canadian dollar could actually fall as low as 70 cents U.S. And this, of course, is because the Bank of Canada is not expected to make any changes to where its current interest rates are right now. So what it essentially is saying is, you know, Canadians, we don't have enough confidence in the economy right now. We need to keep interest rates low to keep the dollar low. I need to emphasize this enough. This is not a bad thing for the economy to have a lower dollar. It's not great for cross-border shoppers, but it's going to boost exports, and that could be very, very valuable. When we have a U.S. president-elect who's talking a lot about protectionist policies, we need to make every reason to have Canadian exports very valuable to a lot of those U.S. states. There are more than 30 U.S. states that count Canada as its top trading partner. So if we can get more exports going down there, it's actually good for the Canadian economy. Just not great for people that may want to go to Bellingham next weekend or something like that.
Exactly, or maybe tomorrow for some Black Friday shopping.
Yeah.
The other story you're following today has to do with tequila. So explain what's going on here.
Well, you know, I was just talking about Trump's protectionist policies, and they seem to be manifesting at the world's largest tequila maker, Jose Cuervo. They were originally planning to have an initial public offering, but according to sources over at Reuters, they're saying that this is actually going to be postponed because of all the uncertainty that an impending Trump presidency could create for the Mexican economy. The question is, could something similar happen up here in Canada? Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. Any economist you speak to right now, I've been speaking to lots over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and they're saying that all of Trump's protectionist policies, they're mainly aimed at Mexico. I'm talking about when it comes to North American free trade agreements, which he said that they will either renegotiate or else even scrap altogether. If it's scrapped altogether, that would actually mean that we would revert back to the U.S.-Canada free trade agreement that was signed in the 1980s. And it would actually create kind of a vacuum for, say, a lot of light manufacturers in Canada that would be able to get in there as Mexican companies may have to retreat with a lot of the exports that's going over to the United States right now. That, again, it could actually be good for the Canadian economy to a certain degree.
All right. Interesting insights there for sure. Tyler, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonia.